And I wish one of the, just like the Big O show and just like the past 6 weeks, I wish one of these film breakdowns was after a win. What is up, Finn fans? Got a lot to talk about. Doing the film breakdown. Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I have a lot of timestamps, front and back. A lot of timestamps. And it's funny, when I do these film breakdowns, I'm always seeing so much, right? I watch the entire thing. I take my notes and pivotal points, pivotal plays that I'm like, well, this is bad here. I want to talk about this. And there's so much. There is so much in, like, I'm like, oh, look at that great play by Tua. I should talk about that. I'm like, nah, it's something I already talked about. And if you don't recognize that already, then I can't help you. So, no, don't talk about that. Because if I talk about everything I want to talk about and show everything from the good, the bad, the horrible, the ugly, the fantastic, these videos would be hour and a half minimum. So I write down a lot, but there's a lot that needs to talk about the O-line, about the defense, about the routes that are being run, about the 2 interceptions, about the 4 touchdowns, about the no pass rush. There's a lot to be talked about. But before I jump into this video, I was sent something from Backroom Collections. And if you haven't checked out Backroom Collections, I'm going to show you what I got, right? I waited for this video because I work with Backroom Collections. I haven't seen this yet. I have not seen this yet. You can see, great canvas work. I have not seen this yet. So this is the first time I'll be seeing it. It's the first time you'll be seeing it. So let me scoot over a little bit more. Bring it into frame. So I saw something they were doing online. And I said, I'd love that in black. Tell me that isn't awesome. Dan the Man with a great background. They originally showed it to me in white, and I said, can I get that in black? I think it'll pop more. The colors will pop more in black. If you want something like this, or if you want something like the Ricky that's down there, go to backroomcollections.net. Use the promo code DDW and you get yourself 10% off. Go grade some fantastic artwork. It's not even just NFL. Go grab yourself some. But without further ado, I'm going to jump into the film breakdown because there's a lot to talk about. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to start out with a bad play. And there are some good plays, so it's not all going to be bad, but a good amount of it's going to be bad. This is going to be a run play to Malcolm Brown. He actually gets injured in this game, a quad injury that now he's on IR, if you didn't see yesterday's. And essentially, what's going to happen here is Austin Jackson here, who I thought he would be better, and I thought he was playing a little bit better at left guard. Actually, he's bad. He's going to be pulling and coming over here and putting up a block. He does not do a good job of it at all, and it is the main reason why this run play gets completely blown up, and a main reason why the run game isn't getting going. And I'll also show you that the offensive line is a main reason why the pass plays, there's at one point, I think I have it, hopefully I have it written down, that the pass plays are short because of how poor the offensive line is doing. But when I play this, you'll see what happens here, right? So, offensive line's moving this way. He's supposed to pull and pick up 45. So Malcolm Brown can run it up the gut here because Jesse Davis is going to be taking on 54. And you'll see, right? Jesse Davis is waiting for 54. Austin Jackson's supposed to take on 45. And he just touches him. If not for Malcolm Brown being a big human being, that would have been a tackle for a loss. I think it's time to move on from Austin Jackson. I don't like saying that because I always like to give guys and not move off from Austin Jackson in the aspect of get rid of him, but he needs to learn more because I do feel like some of these rookies deserve some time to learn. But I think if they want to win games, you need to take him off the offensive line. On this play, he's going to be trying to hit Preston Williams here. Preston Williams is essentially going to be running a little bit of a fade into the end zone. And he throws the ball exactly where it needs to be. But Preston Williams, he's a guy that they need to move on from. If you can trade him at some point by Tuesday, I think you do it because if this is Mike Evans, if this is Amari Cooper, if this is, you just name any of the top wide receivers that you can think of. Screw it. Don't even name top wide receivers. Name capable, good hands wide receivers. If that's any of them, they're catching this. If this is Mike Gesicki, he's catching this. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And you'll see where the ball placement is. It's a great throw by Tua, right? You think it's a run play because of the type of formation is. You had two wide receivers. You have the running back, a big I formation set, single back formation set. You're just going to throw the fade. Throw the fade to, one-on-one. You have the safety all the way over here, so he's not going to come over help him. It's one-on-one with the corner. You just throw the fade, and you can see throws it perfectly. You see where that ball is, right? Preston Williams sees the ball. The corner has his back to it, but where Tua throws it is he throws it to kind of the back shoulder of Preston Williams so that if he doesn't catch it, there's not a chance for the corner to intercept it. A little bit of contact there. That is well past the 5-yard mark, but it hits him in the hands. Just love how that glitches out a little bit, but it hits him right in the hands. If we look at it at another angle, you'll actually see it much better that it hits Preston Williams right in the hands. Corner gets his hand up there, but you got to go up, get it, grab it, hold it up there, and come down with it. Now, it's just nitpicking because the very next play here is going to be the touchdown play, which, you come out, shotgun set, he's all by himself. You got Waddle down here, you got Mac Hollins, I think Isaiah Ford's up here, you got Gesicki here, and it's just going to be a great inside run from Isaiah Ford here. He's just going to come up and in. Wow, that is big. Let me make that a little smaller. He's just going to come up and in where everyone else is going to be taking the attention away from him. Great play here. Great pass here by Tua, getting him that ball. It's easy touchdown here. A little bit of a pick play here, but not really. Goes in there, gets a touchdown. Great play. So this is a play, and you'll notice this. I think I talk about it a few more times. This is a play where it's a dumb play call. Now it's 2nd and 10 from our own 20-something, and it's a screenplay. But it's not your normal screenplay because you have Matt Collins here and you have Waddle here, and they're going to be running these like long routes, but then they're going to block. And that's it. That's all the blockers that are ahead of Gaskin here. Because it's going to be a play action, and then Gaskin's going to come out here, and they're going to dump it off to him and hope that, having these long routes from Waddle and Mac Hollins is going to bring a lot of these corners down because, it's too high safety and, but that's not what happens. And you'll see here, right? It's going to be play action here. And then you have them, and you can tell that it's supposed to be a screen from this, right? Because you could say, why doesn't he throw it to one of these guys? He looks like he's open. 24 already branched off of the route because he recognized it's going to be a screen play to the running back. And you could tell because they're getting ready to block. It's not like they turned at any point to get the pass. It was a designed screenplay where these routes go deep, they block. But who is blocking all, it is the dumbest play call I've ever seen. And that is something that you have technically now 3 offensive coordinators, and this is what you call on a long down. They're just 2 guys are blocking 1 guy. Who is blocking everyone else? So I'm noticing something, and I told you guys before with the play call with that dumb screen, it made no sense to me. I'm noticing something as well here, right? It's 1st down. On our own 25, we just got the ball back after they kicked the field goal. So essentially we're up now 7-3. And here's the 1st down marker. And you're going to have all of these guys essentially running just these hook routes in front of the 1st down marker. I think this is Gesicki, runs a route a little further. They're only going to send 3. And I noticed that while I was doing the film breakdown is that when I saw this play, I'm like I said, 1 guy is kind of running a little bit further a route. They're only sending 3. And look at this. 5-yard routes. Now you can say, oh, it's because they don't trust Tua to throw the ball further than 5 yards. After watching film, after breaking this down, no. I honestly think that they are doing that because the offensive line doesn't give Tua enough time. And I think that the defense messes with the offense. And I think that the defense on the opposing side and the coaching on the opposing side outcoaches our coaches on our side because they know their offensive line is doo-doo butter. They can't stop anything. So we're going to act like we're going to send a bunch, but we're going to drop a lot back into coverage because we know that they're going to try to get these balls out quick and hopefully we can jump on one. Because look at here. Like, he completes it. But to me, it's not about the completion. To me, I'm noticing that they're running these short routes. Now, I know I'm going to hear people say that's because they think Tua can't throw it far, yada, yada. No, because I'll show you other plays where he has great pocket presence. He makes himself known. But there's also plays where the offensive line doesn't block. And we'll get to those. So if you remember before I said it was a lot of these plays are just questionable to me. I don't understand what they're trying to pull off here. This could be a play action here. I think Durham Smythe just motioned over. You're going to have play action. I think this is Salvon Ahmed. He's going to come up and over here. You're going to have Jalen Waddle over here. I think he falls. I think he was supposed to run an out here. I honestly don't know the route because he falls. Then you have Preston Williams here. I think he's running a go. But here's my problem here, right? You have, and it's on the right side. I've heard some people say that, oh, he only throws to his left. This is a play on his right. I don't know if it's to mess with the defense. Normally you'll throw to the stronger side, which to its left. But my problem is this here. Why do they consistently put a lot of routes in the same area? But you'll see as it develops, right? It's going to be a play action here. Salvon Ahmed's going to chip block. Because if not, Jesse Davis would have allowed him just to go straight by. But you'll see right here, there's essentially two routes being, I understand it's play action, but there's two routes being run. And they kept all of these guys in. 1, 2, 3, 4 rushers. And they kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a chip block 8 in the block. And they put two routes out. Explain to me, if you're an offensive coordinator, how this is going to get you anything when you have 10 yards. But I'll continue to play it, and you'll see a lot of falls. He dumps it off to Ahmed, who eventually gets the first down because those two routes kind of took the defense away. And, they need to do this more. They need to have the running back stay in and block and then go out because it's been played on us a lot, and it does really well. But it's the play call and the routes that are drawn up. I don't understand why you have guys in the same area. And this isn't the first time I've seen this. I think the Raiders game, I also saw it. I think the Colts game, I also saw it. And Tua wasn't even the quarterback. I saw 3 wide receivers in one area. What are you drawing up? Or is the wide receivers running the wrong routes? So here is the blocked field goal. And I don't understand what... I'm not a special teams coach. I don't know if this is a technique. No idea. But you're going to focus here on Liam Eichenberg and, of course, our guy, Austin Jackson here. You're not allowed to line up over the Ferguson, our long snapper, and you're also not allowed to hit, they don't want to hurt them anymore because back in the day, you just blow right through the long snapper and try to get through. You're not allowed to line up so he can snap fairly and get his head up without getting injured. But watch Liam Eichenberg and watch Austin Jackson here because I thought it was Jesse Davis at first. Jesse Davis is actually over here. Watch these two and just watch what happens on this field goal. Like I said, is that a technique that I don't know of? Is you just staying down there and not touching 92 a technique that I don't know of? That it could have been easy 3. We could have been up 10-3 at this point. 10-3. He's still down there, Liam Eichenberg, with both hands still on the ground. So, like I said, we're up 7-3. Should have been 10-3 if they just picked their heads up. I think at that point, you probably would have gave them enough time to get the kickoff. But here's the touchdown, and what you're going to notice is it boggles my mind. It seems like these guys are playing zone, right? You're going to have 18 here. I think he's going to be coming around and just running one of those, right? He's going to come around, come up, and just run a quick out route. It's nothing fancy. Just comes around. But if you keep your eye on him, nobody touches him. And actually, I think it's Landon Roberts is supposed to cover him. But again, I think it's zone. But it doesn't look like zone. It seems like they are trying to... Because you have... I think this is Nick Needham on him. And if you watch that again, a little motion here. You got 18. You watch him, right? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he goes. Here he goes. And just Landon Roberts right here. Do they think he's going to scramble? Is that why they're playing? Because got this pretty much locked down. Do they think he's going to scramble? He literally just runs across and just stays right where he needs to be. It just drives me nuts to see these things. It drives me like that. There's so much focus on that quarterback in that play. You would think we were playing Lamar Jackson and worrying about Matt Ryan running up instead of focusing and staying on your guy, especially when there's a defender in his face. Landon Roberts, back up a little bit, man. See if poor. It's just poor execution, and it makes no sense to me. So this is going to be a run play, and you're like, wait, Doug, there's no running back there. He's going to motion over. But my biggest problem here, again, is Austin Jackson here. It's never good, and you as an offensive lineman, this is what I heard. You as an offensive lineman, it's never good if you're trying to look for someone to block. And you'll see here, right? He's, at this point, block, 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 block. The run is going to come here. It's coming behind you, Austin Jackson. Find someone to block. Maybe 27. All right, never mind. So here's the interception. And I'm super critical of Tua at this point because when I first watched this, I'm like, we're down. I think at this point after that touchdown, we are down 10-7. And we could score. Worst case, tie it up 7-7. And what we're focusing on here is Durham Smythe. And Durham Smythe is going to be running essentially a corner route. And it's a combination of things, right? And I'll pause it when Tua lets it go because I'm wondering if it was him trusting Durham Smythe a little bit or thinking he could fit it in there, right? So I'll play it, and we'll watch it. We're gonna watch Durham Smythe here, because yes, he also had Preston Williams over here. He also had Jalen Waddle over here coming on a crossing route. But at this point, right, he has all this real estate here, right? So at this point in his corner route, he should be coming up to here, and he should be coming here, right? This is when he should be running that. He should be coming up and out at this point. So when you see where the safety is, you would think, I'm going to put the ball here and give him a chance to get it. And he lets it go here. Now, this is what I said in the live stream. I don't think he should have thrown it. Right? He had a ton of plays here. Worst case scenario, you dump it off, see if they can break a tackle. If anything, you live to play another day. But you have a single high safety here. You have the safety over the top. Not only do you can't throw it underneath too much because you have the linebacker here, but you also have the safety over top who's breaking on it. And I'll say a big fat emphatically but. I'm wondering, and again, I don't know what the play is. Now, if it is a corner, like I said, if it is a corner route, as soon as he throws it, he is expecting, because the ball is right here. He already threw it. As soon as he throw it, I think he's expecting Durham Smythe to be here. I think that's where he's expecting, because again, he's running a corner route. I think he's expecting Durham Smythe to be there. But if you see, and you'll see where the interception is. You'll see where the interception is. Right where I showed you. I think I put it like here, but again, up a little bit, right there. If we go back a little bit, he kind of just turns. It kind of seems like he's running a go route. But I think that was supposed to be a post route, and I think he was supposed to cut more to the inside. Again, it's Durham Smythe. It's not Mike Gesicki. It's not even Adam Shaheen. It's Durham Smythe, who's not a great route runner. So 100% it shouldn't have been thrown because you see the safety coming up. You see the safety ready to play it, right? I don't know if Tua thinks, all right, it could be a 50-50 ball. My tight end's bigger than the safety. He can make the play on it. But I think the reason why it looks so bad is because where the ball placement is. But I think the ball placement is because Durham Smythe is supposed to be running a corner route, and he never breaks on the corner route. He kind of just slowly turns around and looks, and he throws it where the corner route should be. Still a dumb interception. I'm not giving any excuse to Tua, but I'm also not giving Durham Smythe fault for as well, because I honestly think it's supposed to be a corner route, and I honestly think he ran that route lazy, and then Tua threw it to where he thought he was going to be. Because if you, again, sorry I keep going back a little bit, but if you watch when he throws it, right, drops back, boom. At this point, he makes his decision to throw it. And I think, again, I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself, at this point, he's expecting him to come up and go out. So he's going to be away from the safety who's flat-footed right now. He's going to up and out, and he's going to put the ball right here where he thinks he's going to be, up and out. And that's why I think this was on Durham Smythe. Because, again, if we play forward a little bit, look where the interception is. So this is the touchdown play, and this is 49-yard touchdown play here. You're going to have this receiver. He's essentially going to be running a post route, and it's play action here. You have Cordell Patterson in the backfield, and this is why it drives me nuts that we don't have a pass rush here, because I think they only send 3. No, essentially they send 3, but if you look, they're not really looks like they're trying. And I'll even show you the other angle, but you'll see how long he's got. He's waiting, and he's waiting, and he's waiting, and then he's open, and then he throws it, and touchdown. Do you see how long that is? And also, you got Javon Holland here, who's, again, a rookie, so they're going to make mistakes, just lets him blow right by him. But if the Dolphin fans want plays like that, you have to have an offensive line like this that gives Matt Ryan how much time in the pocket. Unfortunately, I have to show you guys another play of Austin Jackson just doing absolutely fantastic in the run blocking. I'm being sarcastic. It's going to be a handoff here to Myles Gaskin. And if you watch Austin Jackson here, he does a fantastic job being sarcastic of blocking number 97. Right into the run for no gain. Again, the Dolphins, Brian Flores or the O-line coach or whoever is making the decision on this O-line are taking too long to realize where the strengths and weaknesses are of the offensive line and fixing them. Solomon Kinley should be the left guard. It should be Eichenberg, Kinley, Ritter, because I think Ritter did pretty well. Jesse Davis, Hunt. May not even Hunt, because I'll show you a play where Hunt did horribly today too. Jones maybe at tackle. They need to change it up because Austin Jackson's not working at all. Like I said, need to change it up. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. All by himself in the backfield. You know, we all want those big plays. We all want to throw the 50-yard bombs, the 40-yard bombs, whatever, however long of a bomb you want. Now he can't do it, though. He doesn't have an arm. Fantastic. But this also is a major reason why these plays don't develop and why this stuff doesn't happen. Hey, Hunt, what are you doing there, bud? What are you doing there, my guy? Because you might want to pick up 45. And the sad thing is that is not the first time that has happened to Tua. Last year, in Buffalo. Same exact thing happened to Tua. Edmonds, free reign. I think they were marching down the field after the interception from Xavier Howard, but it was Jesse Davis playing guard, not playing tackle, and he let Edmonds go free on Tua for a sack. These are the reasons why the offensive coordinators are probably running these 4 or 5 yard routes, because he doesn't have enough time to let plays develop. See, but again, as much as I get on Hunt for that sack, and as much as I get on this offensive line, I will show when they do something well. Just like I will show when, Tua does something well, and I'll show something when he does bad. Same thing with all the other players. I will show them when they do something well. And Hunt here, as much as he sucked letting that guy free roam, he's going to come around here, and he's going to seal up a block to let Myles Gaskin have a big run on this play. This is a fantastic job by the offensive line run blocking here. You'll see, right? It's going to be a handoff here, and he has the option to run here, right, in this crease here. What you do is you blue skidoo, and you could fit right in that crease. But he bounces it to the outside because Robert Hunt, picks up 54, lets off a big run. I wanted to show that because they are capable of it. They can do it. So if you remember when I pointed out Preston Williams and how Tua threw a fade to him in the end zone, and how I said if that was any wide receiver, screw it. If it was Mike Gesicki, they're catching that for a touchdown. And I said I was nitpicking because, like I said, the very next play was a touchdown pass. The reason I said screw it, even if it's Mike Gesicki, here's Mike Gesicki. He's going to be running one of these mamma jams, kind of a little bit of a fade into the end zone. And Tua throws pretty much the same exact pass to him. The same exact pass to him. Sees it. He's not even open. Look at Tua's throwing this. And Gesicki's not even open. Gesicki's not even halfway through running his route. He has his head down. He throws it, turns around. There's the ball. Again, it seems like the same situation. We'll look at it from the other angle. Same situation that Preston Williams was in, but the difference is he boxes his man out and he catches that sucker for a touchdown. Look at it from the other angle here. Wish it was the back angle, but he sees it. Up, got him one-on-one, throws it up. Same situation. But the difference is, again, he's got his hand in there. Defender had his hand in there for Preston Williams. The difference is Gesicki gets his hands up, and he catches it and he keeps the ball up. So the corner can't smack the ball out. You got to keep the ball up. Comes down with it, touchdown. And that's the biggest difference between a good wide receiver or a good player or a big-bodied guy who can go up and get those plays and make them work. And unfortunately, Preston Williams, who for some reason has brick hands and can't stay healthy. So on this play, it's a third down. It's third and long, actually. I think it's 3rd and 10 here. From their own 25, could easily do a 3-and-out here. You're now down 20-14. You can easily get a 3-and-out here. Get the ball back and potentially go back up. And it looks like they're trying to bring the roaming defense back here. And, Matt Ryan probably thinks they're not ready, so he quick hikes them. And again, here you have, Jalen Phillips and Emmanuel Ogbah on the same field. Fantastic. The only thing is they're going to be sending 3 here, and they're going to drop everyone back into zone. So you got Jenkins here, you got Phillips here, you got Ogbah here, and they drop everyone back into zone, right? And watch Sam McGuavin. This drove me nuts when I watched this. But they're playing zone. So Kyle Pitts just finds the soft part in the zone. But look at Sam McGuavin now rushing the quarterback when he's about to throw the ball. What good does that do? And you're rushing him from about 10 yards back. But essentially he finds the soft spot and he just first down. This is 3rd and 10. Easily could have stopped, got him out of there, but you send 3, and then you tell Sam McGuavin, go count to 10 Mississippi and then get after him. I don't understand the play calling, offense and defense. Andrew Van Ginkel had a very bad day on Sunday. And I'm pointing this out because it reiterates the poor tackling. Make the tackle here, Andrew. Look at this. You got him one-on-one. Make the tackle. Get the angle. Because worst case, if you go to outside a little bit, it kicks him to the inside. Hopefully one of these guys can shed their blocks and get after him. Nope. What does he do? Tries to do the tackle I hate the most. Eventually he tackles him, right? And you're like, Doug, he tackles him. What do you complain about? Hit him here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards he got. 6 yards. Could have tackled him back here. But no, he tries to shoestring tackle him, and he gets 6 yards falling forward. Drives me nuts. So this is the second interception, and this is a situation where I feel like Tua tries to do too much. At this point, they are down. I think they're still down by 6. Yeah, they're still down by 6. I have to write it down because they don't show it for me, so I have to keep track of it and write it down so I can tell you guys. They're still down by 6. It's still 20-14. This is after the interception from Xavier Howard. And they have the ball on their, obviously, 32. And he has a route here that's open. He has a route here that's open. You'll see. And this is where he tries to do too much. Now, Austin Jackson doesn't help the situation, and we'll look at it from the reverse angle. But he has a play here, can let it rip, and he can let it rip here. He even, hell, can let it rip here. But he tries to let it rip here, right? He sees this, and he's like, screw it. I'm going to try to step up because he's getting pressure from the outside. Again, they're only sending 4. And he sees that Austin Jackson is just letting his guy through. And he sees Jalen Waddle right here, open. Tries to dump it off to him. Poor interception. We'll look at it from the other angle. Because the other angle, you really can see how Austin Jackson did just waft town USA. He also had Gesicki here that he could have dropped the ball off to. Right? But he's looking. And as he's looking here, he sees Waddle here. I can get the ball to Waddle. He can probably run up here. He can make some room. Now he's getting sacked. At this point, right, and you can see Waddle's already ready to move. He can't see Waddle's ready to move because he is on the back of Ritter. At this point to it, you just take the sack. Don't try to be fancy. Don't try to, like, if he was taller, he might see, oh, I could probably get it off to Gesicki here, potentially, or Waddle's moving. At this point, just take the sack. But he tries to make the play, and Waddle moves. I don't think he expected Waddle to move. And unfortunately, it's an interception. 100% onto it. Doesn't help that Austin Jackson let his guy free in there. If he gave him a second or two, he probably would have got the ball off to a different receiver. But you gotta learn. And again, 12 games in, it's an excuse, Doug. Shove it up your butt. 12 games in, he's going to learn from these things. But he needs to not throw that and take that sack because that is just a dumb play, and the defense just gave you the ball. They just gave you the ball. You're down 6. You're in their territory. Got to just take the sack. I know you want to do something there, but it was a dumb play to not take the sack. Pass from Tua. Again, I talk about this every video that I do, kind of breaking down his film. But he puts the perfect touch on it, and he puts it where he needs to, right? This is, again, to Durham Smythe. You would think that he would kind of lose a little trust in him, being that he ran that route a little lazy and kind of threw a dumb interception. But again, Tua, you shouldn't have thrown a freaking interception. But you're going to have Durham Smythe here, and he's going to come out and up. And he puts the ball perfect. And you'll see at one point Durham Smythe turns around, and it seems like he turns around too soon. But you'll see when Tua looks at him and he makes eye contact with him, right? He sees that he has him, but he stops running here. Tua puts the ball here. I'll show you where Tua puts the ball. Right here. He puts the ball there because he sees the safeties there. So if he tries to just throw it to him, the safety's going to jump the route and try to pick it off. Kind of learned from his mistake last time. So he puts it a little further back, but you can see when he throws it. Looking over here, not seeing anything, and then he sees him. And he sees that this safety is going with this route. So he's like, I got him. So he throws it. He puts it right where it needs to be. We'll look at it from the other angle because you'll see he puts such a touch on it that he puts it right where it needs to be for Durham Smythe to just get up over that safety. You can see that wasn't his first read. 100% wasn't his first read. Drops back, boom. That wasn't his first read because he's all the way over here. He's not looking all the way over here. Then he looks over there. Just puts it where it needs to be. What a great... I remember watching it live. I was like, what a great throw from Tua. Great throw. You guys, because it shows that when you give Tua time, he can make the throws and throw further down the field like everyone wants. But I'm also showing this play because I might be over-examining it, or maybe I'm noticing something that's not there. You're going to have Gesicki here. He's going to be running a big, deep crossing route. I'm going through puberty, apparently. And Tua has enough time that he can get it to Tua and hit him over here. But I want you to notice two things, and I'll point them out while I'm playing the play. Because Tua has time in the pocket. Play action, dropping back. He has time. He actually has time here to wait for Gesicki to get over here. But do you notice, like, Gesicki doesn't look like he's really running that route. If you get what I'm saying, right? Look at him. It doesn't seem like he's really running that route. But the fact that Tua gets that ball off to him, and he gets hit afterwards, right? He's waiting for him to get open, and he throws it at this point. I'm going to put it right here, right in this spot where I have the trifecta here. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. Boom. Gets it to him. But it doesn't seem like... Again, I might just be overlooking it, but does it to you guys... Does it seem like Gesicki's not really running that route? I don't know. It was a great play, though. So I love this play. Why do I love this play? It's not a pass play. It should be a pass play. But I love this play because it's third down. Third down. Miami Dolphins are down big. They're down 27-14. They're down bad. And it's third down. You're in their red zone. You're on their 16-yard line. You got to convert this. You got to score. Tua already threw 2 costly interceptions. He's thinking to himself, I got to score. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't be down so bad because we were in potential for kicking worst case a field goal. So at this point, it would be like 27-20. So I got to do better here. And his kid still has fractured ribs, and he does this. And I just love the heart that he has here, right? Ton of pressure on him. Can dump it off here. I think this is Albert Wilson, don't know why, still on the team. Runs for it himself. He says, screw it. Look at all this real estate. Maybe I can score a touchdown here. Worst case, I'm getting that first down. I learned from the last game where I tried to throw the touchdown to Jalen Waddle instead of just getting the first down. Screw it. I'm getting this first down. Fractured ribs. Fractured ribs gets it all the way down to the 6. And he actually, we'll look at it from another angle. He actually injures 23, the safety who comes up and tries to make the tackle. This kid still has fractured ribs. He's got a flak jacket on. He's like, oh, I'm going to level this kid. Nah. And you're hurt. And again, call me whatever you want. That's heart. And I love that. I love seeing that. So this is after the Matt Ryan fumble. And Robert Hunt, if you remember that play a while back I showed you where he pulled and he sealed off a great block to get Gaskin to have a big run here. Well, this is a complete and utter opposite of what he does here. Because that is a tackle for a loss. Because Robert Hunt just completely, utterly wafts on his block here. And these are the things of why the offense struggles. A lot of people want to put it on one guy. I like to put it on 5. Main reason here. Just block better. You give Tua time. You let the run game happen. Maybe the defense plays differently. Just the offensive line is the biggest problem right here. And the only way you fixing that is by fixing the offensive line. So this is the touchdown play that essentially puts us in the lead. If I could go back in time, and if I was the head coach, I would have milked the clock more. And I would have tried to score with as little time left as possible. I was hoping they were doing that, and I think they scored a little too quick. But this is a play here where you're going to have Gesicki kind of running a corner, and you're going to have Mac Hollins do one of them mamma jammas, crossing route. Mid, deep, whatever you want to call it, crossing route. And the first read for Tua is that corner route by Gesicki. You'll see it. It's going to be a play action. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to be looking at Gesicki. And he's going to notice that the defense is like, he ain't throwing it to Gesicki. We're going to double team Gesicki. So then he comes off of his read and realizes, oh, Mac Hollins is butt naked wide open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Play action here. So, it's good fake. Because you also had the end around here. So to the defense, who's got the ball? And that's what happened here. Who's got the ball? They're coming up to stop this. Because they think that this guy has the ball. Tua's got it down in the northern region. So they're coming up to stop the run, which allows Mac Hollins to go on the back. Flips around, and he's looking here. He's looking at Gesicki. That's his first read, but he's double covered. And he says, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful human being butt naked in the back of the end zone. I'm going to chuck that to him. Touchdown. That drives me nuts. They have about 2 minutes, give or take. I think they have one timeout. I think they have 2 timeouts. They don't have all their timeouts. They need a field goal to win. We're only up by 1. They need a field goal to win. And look, you see this, right? And you think to yourself, oh, they're going to be sending 5 at them. They're going to play man here. It looks like a run play here. You got 2 wide receivers. You got Kyle Pitts at the top of the key screen, whatever you want to call it. Looks like it's going to be a run play here. But no, what do the Miami Dolphins do? What does Boyer call? He's going to send 3, and he's going to drop everyone back into zone. Why? Sends 3. Because you think, oh, they sent Sam McGovern. No, they sent 3. And they're playing zone. They're all playing zone. Here's Kyle Pitts. Matt Ryan sees it. There's Kyle Pitts. I'm going to just dump the ball off to him. And just like that, they're on their own 46. Just like that, they're about 15, 18 yards from a game-winning field goal. Bad defense. Now you want to send pressure. Now you want to get on them. You want to send pressure. First things first, and if you guys go back and watch my preview video, I said that Byron Jones should be on Kyle Pitts. Xavier Howard on Kyle Pitts, just an unfair mismatch. I dipped down a little bit, but you see what I'm saying? Let me make this marker a little thinner. Here's the top of his head. Of course, he's squatting over. Look up the height difference between the two. He's just going to be running a go route. And if you single high safety with Javon Holland, you're really trusting your rookie safety by himself. Put Eric Rowe back there. Eric Rowe, single high safety. Don't cheat him over more because then, whatever. But put Eric Rowe up here. They send the blitz. Here they come. Here comes the cavalry. But at this point, he's got him beat. Xavier Howard's trying his hardest. You have the rookie here who's looking at everything else, like, oh, what should I do? Eventually gets over there, and it's too late. Too little, too late. And now they're on the Dolphins 25, and now the game's essentially over. So looking at the film, again, those 2 interceptions were real dumb. The first one shouldn't have been thrown, having the safety over the top, regardless if Durham Smythe didn't run his route properly, which I honestly think he didn't. If it was Mike Gesicki, I think it's a touchdown. But again, it's the same thing with Preston Williams. If it's Mike Gesicki, it's a touchdown because it was. He shouldn't have thrown it. Should not have thrown it. And then the second interception, should have just took the sack, man. You couldn't see where the ball was. You were looking out of the back of Ritter. Should have just took the sack. But I showed you the offensive line, big problems. The defensive play call, big problem. Not getting a consistent pass rush, big problem. To me, honestly, I think what would change and probably we would start winning more is not real a personnel situation. It's the scheme and the calls would change. Probably we would win more. Probably would have won the last 2 weeks if the Dolphins on defense did a little bit better on the play calling and on offense just execute a little bit better. Because that offensive line is garbage. I hope you guys enjoyed this film breakdown. I'm going to keep doing them. This Buffalo game is going to hurt my eyes. If it's a complete blowout, I might not do one. But you guys depend on this, so I'll probably do one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like usual, hit the thumbs up. Lets me know you guys enjoy this stuff. Other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with the picks video. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.